Are we having fun yet? Journal number 6 from March 5th, 2010, written at 9:46 in the morning. Power and love are one. Do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, and as very much as possible. That is part of loving yourself. Do you enjoy soft, gentle, instrumental Asian music like I do? Then put it on in the background when you're studying, reading, even listening to me here. Do nice things for yourself. It's not so much doing the things, is it? No, it's being in that space where doing those things just happens. It just comes up naturally. It's being in the loving space or flow. Be that. Be there. Love yourself. Gently, tenderly may not come at first. You may have a whole host of sharp, aggressive ways that you treat yourself to get through, to see and then dispense with, to change. I did. Start from a place of power, always. Center down. Get out of the head. Realize that you alone, are the ruler of your life. Take responsibility for that. Catch any tendency to blame externally. Heck, even internally. Just choose not to do that. Realize that you have that power. Those choices are always yours. No excuses here. I don't want to hear anything about how so-and-so is forcing you into this or that. You don't have to understand this just now. You don't. Just give yourself the chance to take a look at this, to view life from this different perspective. You can always go back to your old way of viewing things, you know. It'll still be there for you if you want to pick it back up. Anyway, you are the ultimate power in your life. We all are, but we've forgotten that. Yeah, there are plots and plans aplenty, and conspiracies up the yin-yang, but so what? What does it matter? It is what it is, and that's that. None of us, none of that can take your power, your ultimate power, to be your real self, to run your own inner life, which is the only real one, by the way. You really are the ruler of your own domain, your own inner kingdom. No, obviously you can't just go out and rob a bank because you want to have more money, or reach out and just take anything because you feel like it. This is not that kind of power, which is obviously just a misuse of power. That's a head thing. People get their insides mixed up with their outsides all the time. We've been taught to live on the outside of ourself. We even think that that is who we are, the body, the mind, and all that. We take the outer, visible world for the real deal. Well, that's too bad. And until you're willing to at least set that aside for a bit, if not to give it up entirely, until then, you're not going to get this. Sorry, but get real. Life is not going to change itself around like that just to suit you. So, come on, go within. Go down deep in heart, where you have the chance to really get this and to really meet your true self. It's totally cool, I promise. It may not happen all at once. It didn't for me. But this stuff is not just esoteric, it's real. It's solid, like real truth is solid, even though it can't be smashed and contained into words. It's like that, the real you. The real you is awesomely powerful, and she knows it. She is totally calm, cool, and peaceful, with a capital P, too. This is a real kingdom, and you, this you, capital Y, is a real ruler. This is your place of true power, even though you may not know it yet. Power is not separate from the love, though. They are one, quite thoroughly one, such that they cannot be separated out. Power and love. Their other aspect is wisdom, capital W. This is the real you, this merging and blending of love, power, and wisdom, all caps. This you is an aspect of actual divinity. I'm not saying you're a god or goddess or anything, but you do rule over your own domain. Is it time to be introduced to your domain yet? Well, there's a funny thing about this. Though I rail against the concept of a path, of any step-by-step linearity thing, and all that, here I have to say that's the way of it. It works like this. First, we have to center down. We must come inside and enter heart space and settle in there for a bit. The vibration and frequency, the essence and the sense, the feel of it is so very different from what is out there that it takes a little time to adjust, to adapt, to let it in. So we do that. We just spend time with heart space, time in the kingdom, capital K, with nothing in the head about it. No need for thoughts here. There really are no thoughts here. It's a really quiet space, see? An Asian flute playing in the background can take you by the hand and lead you there. It depends on the musician's state, of course, but many of them really can take you there. Remember how I said to place little things, little statues, trinkets, symbols, screwdrivers, of whatever kind around the place, maybe even hanging from the rearview mirror in the car, on the office desk, whatever? Well, those are like checkpoints. They are the reminders to check in with this power space, this heart center. Now, there are ample meditation teachers and such to instruct about how to ignore the thoughts, to just let them do their thing and go the other way, go deep within. Those teachers can be useful. The thing is, meditation is an all-the-time thing, done right. You never leave the state of meditative awareness of heart space once you get this, once you develop the habit of being so centered, of greeting your Buddha in each room as you walk through. At first, it may be days, maybe weeks, between when you remember to center in and touch bases with your inner reality, your inner kingdom, and that's fine. Please, don't beat up on yourself for that, or for anything, okay? Just quit beating up on that beautiful self of yours. Try loving yourself instead.